Welcome to Graeme Games. My name's Graeme. This is a game. This is The Last Stand Aftermath, a follow-up to the old Flash game series 1-2 Union City Dead Zone. It takes place after all of that. It's a roguelike zombie game. Choose your survivor, try to make it through a few days if you can, die, repeat. I'm expecting the game to be fairly unforgiving. The originals sure were. Without warning, a previously unknown virus spread across the globe in a matter of weeks. Those who died changed biologically and were reanimated. Attempts were made by the military and Homeland Environmental Risk Control, HERC, in order to contain the spread of the virus. They failed. By the way, this was started years ago, so the fact that we've been simultaneously dealing with a real outbreak did not inspire this game. Some civilians eventually presented as immune. 5% of the population are survivors. We would need to find out new ways to survive amongst the infected, to adapt and change. The world no longer belongs to us. Ooh. You've been out-evolved, outgrown, no coming back. Although I always wonder in media like this, that eventually the zombies are going to eat everyone, and then there's no one left. Then you just starve. It's lose-lose all around. Same as vampires, you're just going to run out someday. 15 years later. Why have you stopped? Are you out of fuel? I'll figure it out. No need to be honest in this situation. Okay, be strong. Good luck. There's a bit of a hook in this game where you're actually always dying. Yeah, you have to worry about surviving the zombies, but everyone is infected. And if you leave that untreated, you will die. And because I don't think there's any real way to treat it, I think everyone in this game world's kind of screwed. And it's just a matter of like helping the larger collective. Blasting through zombies is never not going to be very, very fun. I'm pretty excited about that already. Collect all the scrap. Of course I want all of it. I do kind of hope the game balances actually having to go through and shoot zombies and like having to avoid zombies. Because, you know, I don't necessarily need the game to be set up in a way where it's non-stop action. I kind of want it to be spaced out a little bit, so that some of it is like you'd be better off on occasion avoiding a confrontation. Whereas right now, I feel like the game is establishing that maybe I should just shoot things. I would love to blow up more barrels. Dang, not all of them are explosive. I guess that's true of real life. You're never setting things up in a way where everything is going to be explosive. That would be insane. I need to start the generator. Each time you go through the game, things are going to be a little bit randomized. So for right now, for the first run, I'm guessing things will be relatively preset for us. And eventually it'll start changing things around. I thought the door made the most sense. Perhaps I need to go through here. Ah, a big herc thing. This feels like a fishing mini game. I'm just giving it kicks. That's how I'm fixing things. That's incredible. You gotta be shitting me. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that worked as well. Oh god, fast zombies. This game does include both. What? Oh god, rolls and dodges? Okay. I didn't expect to require athleticism. Everything is kind of like glowing a little bit. I'm trying to reload. I'm trying to play the little mini game as well. I'm kind of guessing that I'm expected to lose this section because it's not going well. Well, that's my excuse, right? I'll just assume, well, clearly I was meant to lose this section. Oh god, I feel like some of them they're not standing back up necessarily. No, oh, the door opened. Maybe I could have kept going. That was my first mistake, not going through the door. But perhaps my sacrifice will help others. A new beginning. Death is not the end. The world outside the colony is harsh. People will die. This cell holds volunteers, members of the colony who are infected and have chosen to make their last stand beyond the walls of the end. Each volunteer brings with them some gear based on their background. In the future, you will have more volunteers to choose from. So it randomly generates a selection of these guys, and we get to take with us as many as whichever one we please. So he starts with a basic gun, a wrench, and I don't know, some paper? That doesn't seem like the most helpful thing, but this is my only choice. So I just gotta hope that he's legit. We have NPCs to interact with since our character's randomized. So instead, the story is fed to us through characters around the colony. That guy is pretty standoffish. I know you're dying, so I'll keep it short. I thought you're dying to get ready. No, you're dying. You are going to die. Thanks for the reminder, Trin. Doc Stedman says most of you only have a few days. They probably didn't tell you when you signed up for this, but the colony is starving. We need you to go to the wall. Find a way out. We need supplies, weapons, ammo, but the dead zone has been picked dry. Take this car. Find out what you can and call it in. Talk to Stedman before you go. He's got antiviral for you. Any questions? I mean, yeah, a lot. What is my motivation to help the colony here? It seems like I'm screwed. I get that maybe I should try and be a little bit of an altruist and look out for the group benefit here, but also, like, maybe I just want to sit on the couch and die quietly and just, like, enjoy my last few days with a bag of rotten Doritos or something. A car? Buzzard. The idiot calls it Bessie. It's one of the few vehicles we have left that still runs. And you're going to give it to me to go on a suicide mission? The repo crew will head out and collect it once you're gone. Gotcha. Anything else? Maybe send them with me. Give me some backup. He's some scientist, doctor type from up at the colony. He thinks he runs this place now. My crew has kept the colony running for years. Then they send this asshole down here to help send a few people off? Pfft. Anyone else? You can tell me about the wall at the edge of the dead zone. Herc built gates, but it's been too risky to try and get through them. We don't have much choice now. We need to get out there. Nah, I got it. After I've questioned literally everything you told me to begin with. Hey, look, I admire what you're doing. You can make a difference. Well, hopefully. I guess I should go talk to the doc. I kind of just wanted to, like, get out of here, you know? If I'm going to risk my life, I want to do it on my terms. Hi. Dr. Stedman asked that you speak to him. I wanted to talk to you, Amy. Ooh la la. It's okay, Amy. Go ahead. Wow, Doc is shredded. Too bad he has, like, the worst haircut I've ever seen. I'm going to assume that, you know, barbers aren't, like, the most valuable thing in this post-apocalyptic world, but take a little pride in how you look, man. That's greasy. Keep it brief. Hey, are you assisting? I'm helping Dr. Stedman with the volunteers. I'm learning a lot. I'm becoming a medic, studying to become a medic. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully I'll get to go on runs at some point. I'm not quite ready yet. Lots to learn. Well, good for you, Amy. I hope you live a long life, longer than a few days. Long life at this point is like a scale of months. That's great. Live a few more months. You're a senior citizen. Ah, yes, our next volunteer. My name is Dr. Stedman. I'll be overseeing your exit today. Take this. It's an auto-injector for antiviral. You'll need to find a Herc comm station. They usually have refills. Was there anything else I can assist you with? Yeah, how long will this keep me going? Herc made quite a large amount of it and distributed it to their troops. They stored it in dispensers in their structures. Communication stations, med bays. The antiviral is preventative. As I said, it will stop the spread of the virus for a short time. This new form of the virus is responding to the old inhibitor, but the benefits are limited. Herc didn't predict this change at all. They're the Homeland Environmental something blah blah blah. You don't look too young to remember. Homeland Environmental Risk Control. They made this mess. They tried to bury it. You remember the bombs, surely. This antiviral for their soldiers is about the only good thing they left behind. They're gone? Long gone. Scurried away like rats. You may find some safe houses out there, though. You could tell me, how long do I have? 3 to 4 days, typically. This mutation of the virus seems to be acting much slower than the one seen in the original outbreak. Something has caused a change in the virus. This is not critical information. You should go. As I said, you only have a couple days. Minutes are pretty valuable right now. Tell me about supplies, though. Medicines, weapons, ammunition, supplies for maintenance, and the makers also. My goal is to maintain these supply runs only with infected volunteers. At least until we know more about why people are getting sick again. Yes, again. Those of us that survived have been immune or lucky since it all started. We know we haven't heard from anyone beyond the wall in years. So basically, we did it. We survived the virus. We didn't really beat the virus. We kind of just made do. I have nothing to craft. I will not do so because I can't do so. But then all of a sudden, oh, look at that, relaxing up top there. Buzzard, his name's Buzzard. That's who Buzzard is. But yeah, now all of a sudden the virus has mutated and it's at risk for people who were once immune. You fixing to head out? Oh yeah, good. You look after Bessie for us. She ain't in the best shape. Fuel gauge is busted for one. Don't stress now. We got a beacon on her so we can bring her back home. Just make sure you do your job so me and the boys can do ours. What is your job? We keep the colony running. We're the grease, baby. Used to be that me and my boys would go out for runs for days. Now we're on recovery duty on account of everyone getting sick. Well, I think I've learned as much as I need to. Ooh, that's a key, not a chainsaw. I was a little bit hoping it was a chainsaw and I could just start going to town. Oh, I wasn't sure if I would be able to control the car myself. Might just be an automated thing for leaving the colony. And this old beater's run down already. You're out of fuel? Not again, I'll kill that asshole. Buzzard! Ah, shit, sorry, boss. The boys must have forgot to fill her up. Why, man, that's ridiculous. Are you going to make that mistake every single time? You're downtown, right? We got a drop zone there with some gas. Go grab it. If you get another volunteer killed, I swear to God, out. Yeah, I don't want this guy in, charge of anything anymore. Are you kidding me? He's making mistakes this simple of mistakes? Come on. Oh God, I thought that was a safe house sign. I don't want to use my flashlight because I want to move through things carefully and try not to alert the zombies. Oh, crap. Alright, I better get the gun ready, though. Seems like it's going to take a minute. There's that little bit of a game to be played there. Alright, I just have to shoot them now. Wow. I do love... just the way they shamble is neat. Oh, crap. But then watching them fly backwards is cool as well. I wasn't very good with the reload. I'm going point blank. It's kind of satisfying. More than kind of. Very, extremely satisfying. They're so lucky that they glow. I'll just kick it open, right? Oh, I'm blasting stamina, I guess. I could bash it with a bat as well? So I guess it had its own health bar. A little fuel that remains is in pretty low quality. Yeah, doesn't fuel expire after 3 years or something? It definitely wouldn't work anymore. As a result, you won't be able to travel far with what you find. Find gas cans to refuel. The amount of fuel in your tank is shown in the bottom left. 0. 0 out of 1. That makes me think of Charlie Day counting gas. How much gas you got there, bud? 1. 1 what? 1 gas, 1 unit, of course. Does that not make perfect sense? Oh God, that's not gonna jump out at me or anything, is it? I didn't expect to just find a dead body. I also kind of didn't expect to just find a round of bullets in a garbage can. And literally every little thing that moves has me just the tiniest bit wigged out. I'm like afraid of what's gonna happen. Oh, 3 fuel. I'm kicking ass. Oh, I'm still can't go yet. I need to start the engine. Car does not need repairing. All right then, I'll leave it be. There's my wrench, my melee wrench. I guess I should try and preserve ammo at least a little bit. I also got a sick board in case I need it. Maybe I equip the board instead. Oh, this is very Union City all of a sudden to be able to like manage all of this. So it's cool to see the game have such immediate things in common in terms of like scavenging with the old installments of the series here. Ah, sick. Finding more guns and stuff. This guy's gonna last all week. Easy. He's crushing it. Look at all the beautiful supplies I'm finding non-stop. Everyone, yeah. Why am I taking the plastic bottle? That feels like maybe unnecessary. Can I like throw it at things? That's about the only thing I could think. Maybe I could find clean water and like fill my bottle from a stream or something like that. God, how often am I just gonna get stuck on little corners? That'll be the death of me. It won't be a zombie swarm. It'll be running and getting stuck in between a barrel and a tree and running in place and not being able to move things out of the way. No, that will be the death of me for sure. Did I not investigate? I thought I flicked something on and I kind of told myself that was good. Maybe I didn't succeed. No, I didn't do it properly. A serum that stops the infection for a short period. While active, you're immune to further infection from all sources. Doctor, you there? Stedman here. Did you find the antiviral? I did. Just 1 dose. Good. Remember that dose will only last so long. Keep an eye out for Herc structures. Most had dispensers installed. Make sure to stay focused and get those supplies. You guys didn't round up all the antiviral years ago? It runs out? Yes, it runs out. You'll need a new dose shortly after, so keep an eye out. When it is active, though, you'll be immune to infection. Understood. I don't really have much of a scale or understanding of like how infected I currently am. Apparently I'm good for the time being. Oh man. I'm just realizing that the starting the car, there's like a little mini game to be played there, and like you could get stuck getting attacked by zombies potentially. Okay, so now we have branching choices of where to travel to, which is like a revised, improved seeming version of how it used to work in old games. So you have to think about risk level and things like that. This has a Herc station, but the danger level is a skull. 2 skulls. Okay, so it gets increasingly sketchy down this way. Maybe I try and make it to a merchant. You know? I don't know what kind of stuff I'll be able to actually buy. This one, I just have to go to a regular neighborhood to begin with anyways. No choice to be made just yet. Pretty standard looking fare. The military went house by house removing those that survived. Over the years, survivors holed up in the shells of these homes. Suburbs 0%. So I have to think this game has some versions of permanent progress where your survivors go out and collect things and try to improve for the greater good. And so I've done 0 time in the suburbs. Hold to focus. When focusing, you'll gain insight into what is in the area around you. During combat focus, It slows down time and it increases damage. You have limited focus. It decreases faster as you move or fire. There's a few other things to track in the bottom now too. I'm just trying to keep an eye out for where my focus mode is like registered. I guess it basically just shows me where I could go looking for things. It puts little question marks on the map. I'm not sure how necessary that is because I don't know. I guess I don't entirely know yet what all can be looked for or through. You gained knowledge. Find an upgrade radio to use this found knowledge to research permanent upgrades for volunteers. Cool, it doesn't just apply to me. Don't worry, all knowledge points are passed on to the next volunteer who dies. Holding F takes forever, but clicking it does nothing. Yeah, that's too long of a wait cycle to close in my mind. Close that door behind me just to be safe. Make sure no one's getting through that door except for the giant entire garage door that I left completely intact. Hey, I'm starting to actually find things that don't have things in them. That's a little bit surprising. I could put a board onto nothing. A plastic bottle combined with nothing. All right. I can't just randomly start mashing things together and hope that it works. Whoa, I got some more knowledge. I don't know how the birds keep freaking me out. I keep seeing birds fly by and think that something's coming for me. I don't know if it's worth it to go fighting every zombie, you know? I don't think there's things back there that I necessarily need. And I'd rather not stir up excess trouble. And all of a sudden I'm stuck dealing with. Wow. If that's like my current level, I'm a long ways away. Do you know what? I don't want to... I assume noise is an issue. Oh god. Okay, fast zombie. Oh, so much for that. Look at what I've done. I've lured them all in. I'll try to dispose of these slow ones as reliably as I can. Crap. Oh, see. Oh god. Okay. I think I just blew the reload thing. I did. Shit. Alright. Noise is an issue. Keep that in mind. Trying to dispose of them with, like, headshots if I can. Minimum ammo used. Alright. I'm going to try and do melee for, like, the first time. I haven't really gotten my hands dirty like that yet. Honestly, so far, not that big of an issue. Kind of okay. Ooh, a blood sample. Okay, there's more zombies around than I was expecting, honestly. Oh, look at that spinorama move. You were supposed to die the first time I hit you. Don't you know? Stay down. Trying to multitask, checking trunks along the way simultaneously. It's honestly a little bit impressive to juggle those two needs. I'll reload. So I have it as an option in case shit goes south. Hey, a white yarrow. I don't know what good yarrow is. I know that we have it locally. I don't think it's that useful. Starting to go into like abandoned houses and things is going to be really cool. I could light a fire. I think I'm just going to try and like head around. I could search. I see that guy coming. I don't know what I just searched through, honestly. Oh, that's my infection rate, I think, like creeping up on me. And so if I really let that get bad... Which, he might have just bit me from the ground, honestly. If I let that get bad, then I'll take my antiviral. I'm trying to find a way in. Oh, crap. I don't like the fast ones. But somehow I one-shotted it. I don't really even understand how I got away with that. Lucky me. Maybe Maybe once I have 2 boards, I'll nail a board to another board and have a super board. And then I'll just be able to attack things from very far away. And then no one will be able to stop me. See, I did get, like, bit a little bit there. Infection and mutation. Your infection is continuously spreading, reducing your max health. Whenever the infection bar fills, whenever you fill a bar, it will trigger a mutation. Use antiviral to stop the infection from spreading temporarily. If the infection fills all the bars, you are dead. Alright, so I kind of could infer that's how it was going. There's health lost, but the mutation hasn't spread very far. Oh god, it is spreading though. I'm like witnessing it spread. So there you are, holding it at bay, like rather temporarily. I'm starting to think individual runs of this game could extend quite long. Like, I am already potentially spending more time in, like, per area than I was really expecting. There's, like, a lot to move through and check in on. I'm worried that the game is recording a little choppily. It might be. It looks notably smoother in on my own screen here versus where I have it recording. So I hope it's not, like, unbearable. If it is, people are going to have to let me know, and I'm going to have to work on that. Well, now I would really like to try and go back to the crafting bench, because I feel like I have a few things. Maybe not the most useful stuff. It's pretty random collection of supplies. You guys just keep tweaking out over there. Oh, hey. You're new. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I managed to break that. I don't want to just, like, punch this thing, but I also don't want to alert those other zombies. Yeah, shit, they're totally coming over here. Alright, I have very limited time, I think, to equip. How do I equip it? Okay, and I think it's letting me know. I think it was letting me know that I have the knife equipped currently. So maybe you automatically equip a weapon if you have one. Alright, time to deal with some of this. These guys are wigging me out back here. I'd rather not be surprised. Oh, he's stunned. Get like a finishing move on him then. Nice. Effective. I find lots of bricks. Someday I'll build myself a nice house. The straw of house hasn't worked very well. Don't just punch it in the back of the head. Give it a couple kidney shots, though. There you go. That was really using your head. That's where it was all starting to come together. Discover new recipes by combining items. But I think I'm getting the impression that it's like telling me, like, well, no, that's not one. Don't try to use that. That's not going to work out. Because, like, it's not listing other items. So I have to think that that's all I could do or attempt to do. A gear and a scrap equals firearm parts. So I could use that to maybe repair something. Like, is this gun in bad shape? Is that why it's written in red like that? So now I have a proper one, like an improved one. I could tape something to a plastic bottle. That'll be useful. I like the sounds of that. A bottle suppressor, an improved attachment that... What? This is something I can use. There's no way that would be an effective silencer, right? Like, that feels insane to me. I can't imagine it, but I'll try. I'll attach this to the gun that I just improved. Is that an option? Can I do it? I have 2 guns. I didn't even realize I had 2 guns to switch between. And yeah, I do have the suppressor attached to it. It just doesn't really show it except for there, I believe. Yeah, that little icon means it's attached. Oh, this gun is much easier to reload. It just is smooth and quick. So that's a little bit reassuring. A lot of area left to explore, honestly. Thought it would be quick. Thought there would be very little to do. Yes, right. Broken stuff. Was still on the ground. Keep punching. Oh, there's totally like a way to execute a downed zombie. Wow. My other stuff did not last long at all. I guess that kitchen knife was like damaged probably. Oh, we got some runners. That's something I don't really want to mess with. If these things are going to start running at me, then I'm going to try and put them down quick. The blood samples, I'm guessing, when I've reached like a larger area or something is where they'll be helpful. Oh, crap. I don't think I have enough ammo to do a reload. I don't. I have 2 bullets right now. Well, I guess I better focus on using things like knives. But honestly, that has limited durability, so I kind of don't think I have a lot going for me right now. In Union City, I kind of always found that, like, I never really felt that limited by things like ammo. If you took your time and went building to building and explored, oh god, then you kind of went... You would find what you needed. When you carry more than your backpack weight limit, you become encumbered. You will burn through stamina at 2 times the normal rate. As a result, you will need much more food and water in order to keep stamina up. Am I eating and drinking continuously? Is that something I've been doing? Supply bags. You've found a supply bag. Return the bag to the trunk of your vehicle to claim the supply inside, which can be used by future volunteers to purchase unlocked special items and packages at the end. Okay, that's sick. Okay, yeah, you can see the big bag on his shoulders there. The like journals and things, that's all good. I'm trying to claim as much stuff as I can here. Oh shit. I'm taking a little bit of a sprint. I know I'm burning through stamina. My stamina is like limited, but I really, really would love to deliver the supply bag. If nothing else, if I don't make it back with like anything else, then at least I have that. So supply gained. I don't know if I should be like chucking things out of my backpack right now. It feels like that would be the smart thing to do. Clearly not everything I carry is going to be valuable. Some of my shit is garbage. Firearm parts and stuff, maybe some of that's useful, but maybe I shouldn't carry so many bricks. Or maybe I should. How do I throw them? I don't want to throw my meat. I want to hang on to that for sure. Oh god, I can eat some of these things and regain stamina. Maybe it refills max stamina. I kind of want to test that out and see if that's how it works. His little head flopping around. Yeah, if you don't eat, you lose max stamina. That's pretty cool, honestly. So if I want, I can... Oh, maybe I can use that to, like, distract zombies. That would be pretty cool as well. I have very little in the way of protection currently. Oh, I'll use a board, I guess. I don't really have other options. See, I could probably hit him with it. Yep, that's an option. But really, I'm just trying to lure them away from me. Everyone go over there. That doesn't work, I guess, especially not when they're looking right at me. Shit, that's, I've been in that one before. Alright, I'm not currently encumbered. Antiviral expired, so I don't have that going for me anymore either. Maybe I have cleared out this area. I've taken my time. I've found a decent amount of stuff. So long, jerks. Okay, you can stun them. Ooh, stupid zombie. Brick to the brain. Now I'm glad I picked up all those bricks. That's good for me. I got something going on. See? Okay, you just kind of get lucky or something, and it starts sooner than you would expect on occasion. It costs 2 fuel, and it degrades the engine by 1. I'll go to the one that has antiviral, has a Herc building. A large neighborhood. The military swept through the most populated neighborhoods, gathering survivors. Suburbs 20%. So maybe this entire area and everything that I'm going through is considered suburbs. So ammo, notably limited. I have got to be careful with that. I would love to make it to one of the stations. Alright, so I know that in this direction I got fuel. Oh god. Is that it laying on the ground right there? Oh shit, they broke out. Well, I don't want to like get... Yeah, that's the fuel right there, so that is where I'm gonna need to go. I have no ammo. I'm gonna have to try and kill these guys with a board. I gave him a few good clubs there, but like... That's not gonna take me very far. That guy fell down in there. What's wrong with him? What's his deal? Just a little bit of a clumsy zombie? I'm trying to make use of dodges and things now. If these guys are gonna start being speedsters. I don't even... I'm like running out of boards and things to attack with. Here I am mocking the boards, thinking it's like kind of an absurd item. And like, yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill this thing with a board? That's gonna go well. And all of a sudden I like so desperately need it. He's really spazzing out. Are they eating each other? Oh no, they're definitely eating like something or someone though. You know what? I guess I am gonna open this up. No, if he's trying to bash it down, that wigs me out a little bit. Oh, I want to see if I can kick this in. Oh, crap. So there was like a little bit of like a quick time thing, I think, because I like surprised them, maybe? I was hoping it would be something like that. That's what I wanted. I wanted to like kick it into their face and then like gain an advantage, but I really didn't think it would work that way. I've collected quite a bit of knowledge that I want to make sure that I actually retrieve and bring back for the sake of the group. I don't want to waste all these sweet, sweet books. I want everyone to be able to read Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and learn a little bit of something about growing up and what it means to be a young wizard in love. I think that'll be really valuable for the colony to have that sort of info. I think I'm heading off the wrong direction for the Herc stuff. So I gotta head back. It seems like I parked the car in the middle. I really thought it would be a matter of sweeping in one direction. And so I think I gotta backtrack a little bit. Backtrack relative to the car. I do really enjoy the sound it makes. See, there was my execution opportunity. The wood clanking brains, basically. It's a little aggressive. Oh, my first mutation. The virus is spreading and mutating your body. They're varied and give you abilities and effects. However, they'll often come with side effects. Use antiviral to stop that from happening. Alright, what are my options here? Increased melee attack speed, increased melee damage, but decreased stamina, and better melee resistance. This is a cool concept. It's neat. Better attack speed, I think, is what I'm going to go for, since I have been going real hard on the melee attacks here. You know what? At least I know that if I die now, if things go poorly, at least I have brought one supply bag back. And it's looking like I'm about to bring back a second. Oh. Okay, I can only carry one thing at a time. I forgot I never even put the ammo in the tank. What the shit? I was not ready for that at all. They just came out of nowhere. It's kind of their thing. A little bit their MO, I think. Wow. The lighting and everything right now looks so cool. But it also makes me realize, like, oh shit. Is it about to be night? Am I about to have to deal with that? I see another zombie out there. Alright, well, I'm going to finish kind of clearing this house a little bit before I go. Oh, you can see them, like, get alerted by that, which is just sick. Yeah, I might as well spend the extra minute here trying to clear the house a little better. Coming back and forth repeatedly seems like a waste of time, trying to minimize time spent and risks taken. So I'm trying to really get a move on with all that. All right, I definitely want a weapon equipped. I got my extra attack speed. Those ones look like kids. They look tiny. That's awful. I hate that. I don't like it one bit. I got a decent amount more supply. All that knowledge. So smart and brainy. Oh god, I'm not loaded. I'm low on ammo. I just gotta try and like fight out of this, I think. Luckily, the last one I attacked there, that one had all the health. Oh shit, it is turning to night, isn't it? I feel like the things are getting darker. I don't know, now it's sunny again. It's wigging me out, I don't like it. I'm stressed. Quick reload. Ah, you're right there. There's like a bunch of them. How did I not see those at all? This is where things are starting to get freakier. Oh, shit. They just keep getting alerted from all over. I don't know what's happening with that guy. That's some kind of new super zombie, able to walk straight through the air. That's shit I'd never seen before, man. Gotta be careful of those sky zombies. So in case we as humans ever develop flight. Oh, can I execute him while I don't have a weapon equipped? I think I was still able to do that. This is the future though. This is the shit that you never expect when a zombie outbreak takes place and you start questioning what the true risks are going to be. Is he standing on a tree branch? I don't know what's going on with that guy. I'm just going to let him be, though. No, I don't want to get too involved. A lifestyle magazine. Yeah, that'll be so useful. Oh, that's what I had to do last time, too, then. Okay, I had to, like, juice things up with a battery and then actually properly start it. Was that my... Okay, no, I do have a loaded pistol. So I have a little bit to work with. Oh, he's too fast. I missed my shot. Oh, God, he's a big zombie. Oh, he's an exploding zombie. He virused me a bunch. Oh, shit. I should have seen that coming. I'm poisoned now. Should have seen it coming, as if that's, like, the most predictable thing. Not really. Am I still taking damage? Am I still poisoned here? How the shit do I deal with that? Some of this has to heal health as well, right? Do I not have... I would take damage? What? I don't know. It says it's medical. But so is this plant. I'd rather just take the plant. I don't know what this triple skull thing is. I feel like I'm risking something bad here, like that I'm going to attract zombies by doing this. Oh. Yes, that's absolutely what's going to happen, isn't it? I just lit up a bunch of shit. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, shit. This is like the barricades from, like, the original game all of a sudden. That's really dope. That's a really cool system. I don't have enough blood samples. I don't have enough batteries. Maybe I could ping the radio station, though. Oh, this is where I'll spend my knowledge. Okay. Infection resistance, movement speed. Movement speed would actually be so cool. Door kicking damage is really good, too. I'm going to take movement speed. There's other things I can do. Combat upgrades, survival, engineering. Oh, that's so cool. Action speed means, like, I think anything would be faster. Oh, I can't memorize enough things. Better healing benefits would go a really long way. I realize the game is paused, but there's still, like, this pressure of time behind me. Bolt cutters. Cut your way into areas that have been locked with chains. Oh, I can open more things up. A better backpack, better radio, better starting fuel. Improvised shotgun or a beeper bomb. I could have unarmed damage, knockdown chance, throw distance, pistol damage, reload speed. Those are all just the starting points. The bolt cutters seem really cool. You'll gain access to new areas. That's like stuff I couldn't previously explore. That's really cool. That's something I want. I really wanted to, like, take a minute to really think through some of this because I'm going to die. Heavy duty tool used for cutting chain. With this tool, you'll be able to gain access to locked up areas that were previously inaccessible. See, that just seems like a cool opportunity. I don't have ammo. Oh, I have this? When? Since when? I'll equip a board, sure. But this is all I really have going for me. In they come. Do you know what? I better like hide back here for when they bust through. Because inevitably they're breaking down this door, right? Maybe I should have opened it up myself before they destroyed the entirety of the barricade. Now I'm more cornered than I probably would have been otherwise. I'm doing it. I'm opening it up. I'm shooting through everything as best as I can. Shit. Bash him good. Quick reload. Yes. I can't believe that I've made it through that. Are you kidding me? That was amazing. Well, thank goodness I had this gun. Oh, it kicks them back so far. It's insane. What else should I be doing? I feel like I should just move on. Yeah, I think we should get out of here. There's all these other zombies and stuff. I'm not dealing with that right now. No, thank you. Oh, God. Okay. I could take the extra detour to there. Both have a store. No. This one has a store, but it also has a merchant. It's about going to a store rather than like a neighborhood. I got choices. There's always choices. I'm still a few away from the safe house no matter what. I guess I'm making this journey. The 724 or 24/7, I guess is probably how it would be called. Most stores were looted way back. Some scraps of the old world are left behind. But probably I shouldn't expect to find much. Here we are. Now it's like properly night. You still with us? I'm dying, remember? That's why I'm checking in. I'm well aware, don't worry. We've got new volunteers turning up every few days now. Anything we can learn by you being out there is crucial. You got this. Don't give up just yet. Did you find any more antiviral? A little bit, yeah. That's good. It'll buy us some time. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. The new infection has come from somewhere. Call it in if you see anything. You got it. Okay, I'm infected. My sneezes that sound like coughs. That's the result of infection. I gotta go melee here. I can't risk otherwise, I don't think. Not currently. Couple executions. I don't know what that guy was doing. He's having a little wig out. I'll leave him to it, I suppose. Having additional weapon selections. Oh, it should have occurred to me before that this would be how you quickly weapon swap. Just like 1, 2, and 3. It just like feels obvious in hindsight. Because maybe I should save the other weapon. Oh, or yeah. Just if I ever end up barricaded down like that before, zombies swarm and all that stuff, then I think I would be better off saving the big gun for that exact scenario. Ooh, carbonated water. That'll be a tasty treat. I feel safe for a moment. Let me try to heal myself. Use these stupid tiny little plants. Okay, I got more of them. That's something. I don't want to get poisoned. That's it, hey? Alright, my healing options have been very limited. No kits, supply kits or anything. Maybe I'll get lucky here. Although it's not like I have a lot to trade, I don't think. Oh, God. That did not last long. A sketch pad. It's funny that that's still considered knowledge, but... well, that cleaver sure isn't gonna last. Ugh. I just don't like when they suddenly burst out at you like that. I'm holding it together. This is the merchant. This is the van. Ah, welcome, friend. Name is Mikhail. What brings you to this wonderful wasteland? Looking for supplies, I guess. Oh, maybe I can help with that. I collect things. Valuable things that might be useful to you. But I'm really looking for things from the old world, you know? Anything that carries knowledge. Old books, hard drives, personal notes. You find those, I can give you some things to survive. Are you always here? No, I move around a bit. I'm sure you'll see me. Let me see what you've got. Oh man, trading away your knowledge. That's an interesting way of managing currency in this game. Because, like, having... You can trade your things for knowledge, which is interesting. Because then I could trade him stuff for future potential. Like, I'll sell you some of this garbage. Like, that feels like crap. I don't care. You can have a bottle for 1 knowledge? Seriously? You'll take that? Because that's, yeah, heck yeah. The knowledge is going to benefit me a lot more. I don't care about the stamina healing, really. I don't think it's like that overly valuable. Oh, did I max out? Yeah, he doesn't have anything more to sell me now. So if I want it, I would have to buy from this guy the painkillers for health. All right, I will buy that. See, now he has more to spend on me, though. So I will sell you more of my yarrow. I need those. The health, I guess I'm keeping. That's also stamina heal. See, so I could buy something else potentially. The batteries are useful. Those are cool. I like that. I like that you have to basically stock up his supplies, and then you like you have more to trade with and negotiate with now all of a sudden. But I really felt like I needed to give myself a boost of health. Okay, it is healing. The gas was that I thought I accidentally did something other than heal health just now and thought I wasted everything. Let's check out our 24/7 year. I figured, what the heck. I'll use the gun. For the first couple, at least. Sick. I didn't expect that to be destructible. The idea that you can blast... I was trying to say bash and blast at the same time. Blast your way through... And use that as like a quick point of entry or whatever is cool. You can jump over the counters as well. I attracted more things than I think I expected to. Punch him good. Punch him out. Okay, I got zombies coming from both directions here, so I'm trying to protect myself as best as I can. I think I got zombies coming no matter what. So I'm not too worried about the volume right now. Oh my god, I'm only on unarmed strikes currently. I got nothing. I have no anything. I have 3 bullets left is what I have in my fists. I didn't mean to shoot 3. How did that happen? A little bit panicky, maybe? Jeez, man. Oh shit, there's more than just the one. Alright, finish him. Oh, you can stomp them. So yeah, you can still do the execution even when you don't have a melee weapon. I just realized I haven't used my flashlight at all. Honestly, it wigs me out because I'm afraid I'm going to end up attracting things. Antiviral expired. So now I really have like nothing going for me. Shit. This is not good. I mean, I could probably have just moved on from this and not dealt with it, but they are going to filter themselves through this door here. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Reload. Do it faster. Do it faster. Ah! Look at the way they're chucking themselves down there. Oh, those moments are awesome and stressful. And now I'm so low on supplies all of a sudden. But I'm finding more like blood samples and things. Hopefully that'll be useful quite long term. I have so little gear left that I think I kind of needed to come into here. Electronics like that, maybe you can sell that sort of stuff. There's like a ladder in the way. guess I'm left trying to kick this thing down. The stamina cost is like the main thing you gotta worry about. And this ladder. Can I legitimately maybe not do this? It looks like there's other ways. Other ways. Why am I using stamina right now? I should really be holding tight to that. Pick up that board. That board looks like something you could attack with if you really, really needed to. I gotta swap guns here to something I actually have ammo for. Come on, give me the goods, the good stuff. Those bottles, plastic bottles, man, that's what's gonna see me through. Clean water and stuff seems useful. They seem like good things, but mostly I think I'm just out of here. What I really ought to do, I'll just bash him. Just give him some punches. I'm heading back to the shop. Try and maximize my knowledge by selling as much of the crap I just picked up as I can. No, I don't want... Buying a grenade, yeah, it sounds cool, but I'm not going to do it today. I have 2 of this gun. There's no way... Oh, shit, right, I have to buy something because he doesn't have knowledge left. Oh, crap. I really just wanted to sell him a bunch of the garbage that I picked up. I guess it makes sense that he doesn't really care or want that. I'll do a little bit more exploring. I'll go see what I can find. How cool do some of these different areas look? Like, hot damn. Don't mind me just doing a quick little explore off to the side here. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to reload before I like got involved in anything. But if I just punch them and stomp them one at a time, all right. But there goes my stamina. So I gotta be a little careful with that. Bandages. That's gonna be huge in case anything goes wrong. All right. I think I'm gonna shoot my way through these guys. That very effective. That guy was... you can tell that it's like a little bit silenced. Family photos. I don't know why you're considering that knowledge. Someone will appreciate it. I'm sure someone will be stoked. There's a good amount of fuel in there. I kind of forgot that I was also fuel limited. There's so many limitations going on at all times. Really, I feel like I should be raiding these cash registers just in the off chance that at some point people decide, hey, trading pictures of random families back and forth sure is useless to us. That's not a good currency. There's no knowledge to be gained through there. It's going to matter to very few individuals. Maybe we should go back to inventing some sort of thing that is representative of value and just trade that back and forth. Money. It's coming back, guys. The economy. We're going to reinvent the economy, and then I'll be ready for it. Oh, shit. More keep coming. Oh, God. There's so many of them. Now I'm out of my board and everything. I just got to try and get out of here, I think. I'm bailing. Before they hopefully start bashing the car up. Come on. Get out of there. It's kind of tight, kind of close. Getting near a safe house. Extra danger in the neighborhood. But I don't know if I want to deal with a large neighborhood. It sounds sketch, doesn't it? I'll head to the regular neighborhood. No, the danger's freaking me out. I'll go to this one instead and hope I can survive. Detour. Something unusual is happening here. So did I not arrive at my intended destination, maybe? I don't know. I'm still in covered. Strangest things. Much more than stranger. It's more than you would have guessed. I haven't been paying attention to my mutation bar. God damn. I gotta get a move on here. Better carrying capacity. Gain 1% health for each melee weapon hit. That's really awesome. Taste for blood. Creatures that are bleeding nearby draw your attention. You will deal additional damage versus bleeding enemies. I think I need the heavy lifting. I'm constantly loading myself down with as much as possible. You can see the stupid plastic bottle on the tip of the gun. I didn't realize before that you could actually see it. I need melee weapons quite badly. Oh, shit. This was the lower danger area? Because I'm seeing a lot of shit going on over here. This is not good. I don't want to have to bust out the big guns or anything right now. You're not supposed to all attack, man. Stomp those brains. Two can play at the brain game. You guys love brains? I hate brains. I'll prove it to ya. Yes, I want that. That should make this a lot easier. Oh god. Wait. He's grappling me. It's like the first time that came up, I panicked. Where the fuck is the X button? Just in that exact moment, I had no idea. Those birds. They're always freaking me out. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for this many things to come at once. I tried to choose one group and like confront them head on before anything got too out of control. Like if I just stood still, they would have surrounded me and that would have been awful. Scrap, whatever. It's nothing, man. I need more than that. Oh, look at that zombie strung up there. Maybe that's what was going on with that other guy that I saw standing around. I kind of weirdly don't think so, though, because I think he was like walking and moving in some way, at least. Is level 2 my level of infection? I think it's like my survivor level or something. I think it's an entirely separate thing. My bare knuckle boxing level. Been really training against some loser bum ass zombies. And I've really raised my confidence. Mutation unlocked bulk. What the shit just happened? How did I get hurt so hard? Did I just get like attacked by a person? Did I just get shot by a bullet? What happened to me? Well, use the bandages, man. You're gonna die otherwise. Find source of the noise. Is that what happened? Is that very, very nearly killed me? God, I gotta bandage up twice. No. Interrupted. Stop it. Stop bandaging. Shit. Stamina, no good. Must resort to using gun. But now I probably just attracted more zombies. I gotta use more bandages. There's no time. Oh, God. I have a couple of these, but they heal such an embarrassingly crappy amount. But I just gotta keep doing it. I guess I go wide around that. Probably. Like, I don't want to get involved in whatever the hell just took away all, like, damaged me that much a second ago there. I have to assume walking through the front door is not the right call. Stupid bottle. Useless. Don't care. Don't want it. It's garbage. But I think this is, like, barricaded. So my only option is to go through the front. See, it's like X'd off. Do I need to like sneak into this guy's area? I kind of feel like that's... No, it's filled with zombies. Like, I don't think anyone's living here. But I would rather be cautious about it, just in case. Like, I can't do shit about that barricade. I need my bigger gun, I think. Oh god. Okay, I'll make use of his barricade. Look at that, the way it like tripped over. That was kind of awesome. I just didn't expect it, you know? It's like a cool, realistic in zombie terms, feeling mechanic that these zombies, like, bumble around like that, and they're like, you know, not very graceful. It just dropped his way around. If I conserve this ammo as much as possible, I should be fine. Because it only takes a couple shots per zombie. Reload while I'm safe. Just do a quick focus to inspect. Alright, I think I'm ready to, like, get inside. Battery this thing up. Oh, activate a beacon or take items to, like, immediately benefit me. I'll activate the beacon. Improve supply cache for future volunteers. See, now I feel like I'm making off with a lot. I think that was, like, the right call to make there. I am curious if I can, like, bash a window here. And will you guys come to the window? Because I'd rather shoot you safely from outside if I can. More blood samples as well. That would be handy. If I could try to take things to one of those outposts where there was, like, the lab. What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at either. Radio static, home base, you copy? It's radar. We read you. I found something. Okay, that's a little worrying. What is it? It's mechanical, but what? Something is growing out of it. It did look a little bit like that, like some sort of weird mixture of machine and flesh. That is highly concerning. How big is the growth? A few square feet, like a small dog? Try and remove the growth any way you can. I need you to get a better look at that device. Okay, well, I need to survive this first, man. What is going on? Why are they not, like, able to get at me? There we go. Oh my god. I didn't want to waste any more ammo. A pipe. Oh my goodness, it's wild. I haven't had a melee weapon in so long that there's, like, a weird excitement surrounding that. What did I just pick up? I just had the painkillers. The painkillers is what I want and need. Like kind of desperately. Alright. This house is got a lot of what I'm looking for, what I'm needing right now. A frying pan. The alcohol, need me some of that. I'd keep that as like a high priority, shall we? Maybe I've largely cleared the zombos in this area because I'm not getting attacked by anything here. Okay, I think I've cleared out what I can, found the supplies that I can. Time to deal with this? Oh, I think it is just a matter of bashing it up. As long as I can line it up. Why am I having so much trouble attacking it? Bash it real good. Is this what I'm meant to do? Okay. I think I fixed it as best as I can. Home base. It's gone. It's gone? The fleshy part. Who instructed you to do that? Do you have any idea what you've done? Microphone dropped. Doctor, wait! Dr. Stedman has stepped away. Never mind, I'll deal with him later. Let's break down this device you found. Describe the features to me. Antenna, but it's a cylinder. Does it have any tubing? Yeah, this thing's all cylinders and tubes. It's where the growth was. Must be some sort of storage. Anything else? There's an antenna. It must be receiving a signal. And there's a control panel. That's good. Any switches, labels, identifying marks? It looks like Herc parts. That makes sense. I'll have to get Hector to inspect it. Anything else? It's powered. It must have been installed correctly. No battery can last that long. And there's a code, serial number. Oh, what's the number? 2711. Must be an ID code. There's another part. Never mind. I lied. I made that up. Actually, no, I made it up. I listed every cylinder I could see. Okay, I'll get Buzzard and his crew to pick that thing up. Good find. Hopefully we can figure this thing out. So that's the strangest things completed. I don't have to do anything more with it. It seems taken care of. Oh man, I just am realizing that I've used up the ammo on my good on my good weapon now. That was important though. I feel like I made meaningful progress on something like specifically quite interesting. So the house is dealt with. What's my fuel situation? My thing is quite damaged, so I can attempt to repair it, and it seems to just take time. I don't even know what I'm spending. I don't think I was spending anything. Do I have ammo? Or sorry, fuel to leave with? Am I good? Cause yeah, I'll move on from here. I think like that's. It seemed like pretty meaningful progress. Do I not get to choose where I go next? There was like a safe house, I thought. What the shit? Where did I just send myself to? I have a good amount of fuel. I don't have to worry so much about fuel. This is just, there's just stuff in like every direction. Don't be picky. Just go looking. More guns. Honestly, the guns feel quite helpful for selling. Everything's good for selling. I need I need another merchant who's willing to buy all the garbage that I have. More fuel. Okay, that was quick. I didn't expect to find fuel that immediately. I doubt there's much in the toilet. Oh, medical supplies. No such luck. Yeah, let's load her up. Honestly, the funny thing is that I think we could just move on at any point. Shit, I keep not paying attention to that. Melee damage, but I move slow. You let off the same odors to that of the infected, makes them less likely to attack. Your attempts to be stealthy will be more successful. Okay, that's cool. Stealth is more of an option than I've treated it. Protrusions burst forth from your skins, providing a line of revenge for those that attack. Enemy attacks have a chance to cause them to bleed. So you can synergize that in cool ways with the bleeding guys taking more damage. There's no option to choose nothing. You have to choose one. I'm going to take the slower movement speed so that I can just bash things to death. Because that has been incredibly helpful. And has been like my main means of stopping zombies. And so in that sense, that feels like the appropriate trade-off for me, personally. 0 batteries. That's a cool concept of a resource to have to keep your eye out for. I feel like there's a supply bag over there that I definitely am going to want. Oh god, exploding guys. I was trying to like roll away from him. I was too slow. Yeah, I don't know. There's some neat ideas on display like continuously that I feel like I keep coming across and being impressed by. No, that rapid infected me. Extra stamina, deal extra damage when your health is 30% or lower. Less flinch chance. Well, I'm gonna die, so I am gonna take the thing that makes me better when I'm about to die. That's the trade-off I'm making. Oh wait, suddenly I'm about to start playing this game incredibly differently, because now I'm in a state of, well, what can I get done before I die? Because death is happening. There's like no way around it. Oh, nice! I could just bash it open. And so I'll grab this supply bag. I'll like move on as quick as I can. More fuel, honestly, quite useful. Maybe not exactly what I need right now. Get out of here, zombie. I should eat some food and stuff to make my stamina better. Suddenly there's a lot of things pinching me in and like limiting me in like numerous directions here. I should do what I can. Like for me, I gotta try and I'm gonna eat like a dog food for better stamina because stamina is crazy valuable. Kill this one zombie. More dog food, man. Wolf it down. Woof it down is what I meant to say. Bark it down doesn't make as much sense, but do whatever you got to. Beans. You can eat beans, too. Real food. What do you think of that, man? Does that make you happy? Is that a good thing to have? Pop in some painkillers, too. Just try to die as little as possible is, I think, my current strategy. It's where I'm trying to put my focus. Man, he really does rip through some of that stuff. It's kind of awesome. I'm encumbered. Can't worry about that. There's probably more clearing of supplies and things that could be done. There's more fuel? How is there more fuel? I have all I need. More than all I need, truly. So I'm going to take my quick and easy supplies here. I could try and start a fire. Oh god. That was potentially a mistake to shoot that guy. I don't know. I'm a little bit lucky that nothing came of that, I think. Now all of a sudden I'm on fists only. Knock him down. I know I have another thing. Frying pan. That's just hilarious. Obviously I'm doing the frying pan. Obviously. Don't even need to think about it. Wrench? No. Don't need it. The pan is the ultimate tool. So I started a fire, and I can craft things. Oh god. Play pan, I'm real good. Those are some good pan sounds. I'm a fan of the sound design in this. Especially considering what a small team this game was developed by. Like, it was primarily 2 people, which is insane. And so, like, having high quality sound design is, like, something you wouldn't necessarily expect from a game like this. Mix something, clean water and rags? What good would that be? I realize people are coming. That's how you make bandages. Oh, that's really cool. That, like, makes sense. But, you know, I can only heal myself so much right now, and that so much is very, very little. It's kind of nothing. Can I mix bandages with something to make, like, super bandages? Mix it with alcohol. Now you have a full-on med kit. That's cool. It kind of makes sense, you know. So 1 yarrow and 1 red collar, so a stamina item and a healing item makes a herbal remedy. So it's good for numerous things. Oh god, I startled myself. That is all going to be pocketables, right? So medkit, heal 100. The herbal remedy, heal 10. Oh, cool. So you can turn a stamina item into a healing item, essentially, in that regard. Well, I guess I'll use the remedy right now and try and heal that tiny little gap in my health. I'm not seeing, like, a supply kit or anything over there. I think I just gotta cheese it. I got places to be, man, and not a lot of life to live, so let me just book it out of here. See, that was like a random encounter or something. Oh no, the other thing, the strangest things event or whatever, was a side thing that was separate. That's kind of how I interpreted it, but I guess that was absolutely the case. The safe house has got to have useful things for me to, like, I don't know, deposit items or something. So I'm going with that here. I don't know. It seems like the thing to do. There's clearly fuel in here for me. Apparently I don't ever need to sleep. I guess if you know you're only going to live for a couple days, you just go for it. I can just take things? Just free supply and stuff in here? I don't have any batteries or anything explosives. I mean, that's kind of dope. Exercise book. Cool. I don't know if I'm risking things by, like, turning all this on, or, like, if I shouldn't be rating this the way that I am. No, it's got to be. I can't imagine a version of this where I'm harming future potential characters of mine who could come through here. This could only be beneficial because everything's randomized. You're not permanently taking away future possibilities. At least I don't think I would interpret it that way. Okay, that makes sense. It can only hold so much fuel. That's how things work. Yep. I can try spend some of the knowledge that I have. Transmit knowledge. Yeah. Less infection, more stamina. Kicking door damage is like kind of good, maybe kind of. Better unarmed damage, that does come up a lot. Just doing actions faster. Do you know what? That is really valuable. Just doing things faster is really good. You found the places that infected usually have items on their bodies. If you're looking for something, there's a better chance you'll find it. Oh, just better rating of dead individuals. I'm taking the unarmed damage. That's too valuable. Better ammo finding. I'm gonna do the better scrounging. I think that sounds like a very useful thing. I would love to learn how to make a battery. That would just be great. Contaminated water and a can makes clean water. There's like something about that. There's like because you just let it like filter out or whatever, let it sieve to the bottom. So there's something to that. It like vaguely makes sense. So now that I know the recipes, I can just like click through and do them, and it will tell me whether or not I have what I need to do so. So I like that. You can experiment, you can try and figure things out, and it helps you. It does help you, because if you put rag on here, it'll be like, hey, there's a couple things you can mix that with. So if I add the clean water, it makes a bandage. If I add the alcohol, oh, does it make a Molotov cocktail? That's exactly what, it occurred to me in the moment. Like, that's probably what would happen. Explosives plus a can makes a can bomb. That's, I didn't expect the name to be so on the nose, I guess. A herbal endurance. Merble. Maybe it's Merbeline. I like this process of just pure experimentation, actually. It's kind of fun. If I know what it's going to make, yeah, it tells me, like, hey, you've already figured this one out. So, don't worry about that. Whereas this is new. And it makes an herbal antidote. Maybe plastic bottle plus an alcohol makes a tasty beverage. Propane gas. Some of these things I really have no concept of like what use they would have. That makes the suppressor, I know that. Maybe I've reached the limits for now, based on like the types of things I've found. Yeah, I think that's about all I could, like the things I'll know how to be able to do. So, the Molotov, awesome. The endurance, and it heals stamina. The antidote, a mixture of plants, cures poison. Oh, that is a very good one to have, honestly. Otherwise, I'm like not really hurt. Gates are locked on either side, but there's still things to like pick around? What was that? I saw like the little hand icon. For a second, at least. I don't think I can, like, leave this compound. It seems like it would be a bad idea to do so. But I still want to poke around, just in case. Nah, I think the safe house is totally just, like, assess where you're at, collect whatever you can. We gotta get out of here, because it's just continuous death. I don't want 2 military outposts in a row, I don't think. So I'm going to go to, like, the neighborhood first. I don't know what to expect from the outpost. Maybe there would be more herc stuff there and I'd be able to stave off my infection rates. That could have been a good reason to go there. I'm gonna stick with... It's too late. I'm committed to this decision. It's too late to weigh the options. So I'll just have to hope. This is what I should have done. Things are really clustered together these days, aren't they? If I could just get you to walk on out here nice and slowly. There we go. Bust out the pan. Honestly, running in and just rampaging enemies works equally well, as far as I can tell. Yeah, there's like not that much to weigh. Canned fruit. Get some vitamins in there. I guess at this point, well, I could still try and find knowledge, because I was thinking like going through and trying to find supplies like healing items and stuff like just isn't going to be useful for me anymore. But I could find knowledge, I could find batteries, I things like that definitely will have more use overall. I guess I'm just gonna try and like sneak into the building a little bit. After I recover some stamina, I wasted it all just running at that. No, I'm going downstairs. Oh god! I guess I'll actually use the flashlight here. This is neato. It's sketchy. I'm a little worried. Batteries. Man, that comes up very often, is how useful batteries are. Are you kidding me? This is totally tapped out? Shit. Well, at least I got lucky and didn't really take any crazy damage or anything. Sneak mode. Maybe I'll find some books. Book on tape. Notably less useful, but you know, maybe counts for something. The fact that I'm seeing zombies like everywhere is encouraging me to try and rely more on stealth than I have in the past. But that's only going to work for so long. Trying to really line it up as long as I just kind of walk backwards slowly. Oh, well, now you're getting hatcheted. I've upgraded beyond the frying pan. I kind of forgot. The hatchet's it's a more logical weapon. I'll give you that. But a frying pan is the sign of a true genius, that you were able to identify the killing potential of such a simple household object. Okay, but the hatchet does one-shot most things, so maybe I shouldn't discount it so readily. But there is more potential for cool one-liners to kill things with the frying pan, like bash their skull in, dinner is served. That's what happened last time too, was a trap triggered. I definitely triggered a trap. Man, that run was a full hour. I killed 186 zombies. I did have a lot of supply recovered though. Man, I don't know how I was supposed to spot the trap. The end, known only to the residents as the end. This depot marks the edge of the colony. I don't know. Crap. So now, here's where I would have a selection of survivors. So we have Angelica Reyes, the bomb tech, starts with an explosive. The Cam Russell, a gunsmith, he has like a rifle, has a board and a bottle. Starting with an explosive and a crowbar seems good. Starting with a med kit's really good. Oh, a medic loadout. Has a knife, Caleb Chandler, and a type of gun that I have no idea what that really is. I like Angelica Reyes. That would be who I select next. But I just kind of wanted to select them to see, like, okay, everyone just kind of stays hanging out. I wanted to see if the NPCs around here have new things to say to me. If everyone, well, I guess they don't know me. I'm new. I'm totally different. But here's what I want to know. I want to see what I could spend supplies on. This is where you'll make your difference. Any amount of supply you can find and send back here will help. We're still finding bags of supplies out there, but the larger caches are where the real payoff is. Herc dropped them towards the end of their last wave. They're big, hard to miss. Activate the beacon on them to set a marker for our repo crew. Or, if you really need it, take the items in there for yourself. Well, a little bit greedy, maybe. What happens to the supply? We let you volunteers decide what to do with it. You assign it, and we'll make it happen. Weapons and ammo added to the armory, new types of recruits. It's up to you. Everything you choose will help down the line. Take a look. So I would start with things if I bought ammo. Ooh. But I could also just gain knowledge or gear insurance. When this volunteer dies, 3 random items from their inventory are transferred to the next volunteer. Does that happen always? This must be one-time stuff. Like, I would get this advantage one time. A collection of items that will be immediately placed into the armory for future use, so I don't necessarily have to spend it now. Bat drops. This item can be found while scavenging, or I find a new type of gun, or at a cache of guns. There's no unlocks currently, I suppose. Well, finding bats, that sounds like a thing that could be useful. I don't know if that'll be permanent or not. Immediate knowledge gains seems like it would be useful. 3 random items transferred seems useful. But maybe I should just take something for this. What kind of... It's a 9mm. Okay. So if I know that, then I could buy a little bit of ammo for myself. And you know what? I'll buy the insurance as well. I think it would only apply... Oh, new items available at level 5. Okay, so you're building towards that long term as well. Well, let's talk to the doc and see, like, what the hell that was all about. Oh, so what are you working on if you're in the middle of something important? Samples. Oh, man, I think I found 5 infected samples and I never got to do anything with them. Do me a favor, will you, out there? Will ya? Why? Well, who? If you find anything like that device we found, don't destroy the living matter that's attached to it. Thank you, goodbye. I don't have time for this. Yeah, okay, man, I get it. You're in a rush. Chill the F out, okay? We're all on the same team here. There is my first look at The Last Stand Aftermath. I thought about breaking it up into, like, separate episodes or whatever, but for this first look, let's just really go for it. Extra long, movie-length episode. And then from there, if we want to play more of this game, which I'm a little bit intrigued, then we can start deciding, like, whether or not I split the mid-run, make it more manageable. It's hard to record this many, like, too many videos of this length, you know? But I am very thrilled about this game. I think it has so many cool mechanics in place. Do we have, like, a vigil to past volunteers? That's kind of sweet. It's kind of awful, too. But, like, that's... I like the idea there. The whole thing just has a great atmosphere to it and kind of looks phenomenal. It's wild. Like, I'm making a flashlight episode on this over on Two Left Thumbs where I explore the history of this series, what led to this point. I will include that in the end cards as soon as it's ready because I think it's a very cool history that led to the creation of this game. We got Hector. We'd be able to pick up things from the armory before heading out. Actually, I do want to know. What does he require? So we would be able to pick up... That's what I have. And the armory has nothing. Alright, I would have to add things to the armory. And I do kind of want to remind myself how that would work. They will be placed in the armory for future use, but does that mean forever? At the start of every run, I could collect 100 shotgun ammo, or I'll be able to do that once, sort of thing. I kind of think it's like a once sort of thing. Interesting trade-offs. And I like the sense that there's like these permanent upgrades that you're working towards this collective good and stuff. It works really well with the themes of the zombie world in this series. Yeah, The Last Stand Aftermath out now. Link down below. Check it out for yourself. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Wave goodbye. I can't attack. I was trying to attack and wave the knife around. Can't do it with an equality.